Hello and welcome to Crick Buzz Live with me, Harsha Bogle, Zahir Khan. This is like a little parent-teachers meeting because we had the first-ranked student go up against the last-ranked student. We'll talk about the last-ranked student first.
I thought you were saying parent-teachers association because you think I'm the student and you're the teacher and you're trying to teach me Instagram.
That was happening between the game. But
and
you see,
everybody was laughing.
Two people have scored a century here.
Yeah.
Technically, one is Rishabh and the other I think is you and I together.
No.
There's a good partnership going there as well. Harsha sir is on Instagram. He's going to be the next Instagram queen.
No, I'm struggling. Anyway, I'll tell you who was not struggling today.
Who wasn't struggling?
Was Rishabh Pant. Some of those shots were, where have they come from?
Very good. Have you played Cricket 97? This computer PC game.
You can play those reverse scoops
Cheat
on that.
codes on and you can hit absolutely anything and everything for sixes.
You've seen people play over short fine leg, but this short third man and so consistently, that's some special talent, I think.
You know, I've seen people do that with a table tennis racket. You know, you do that with a table, especially when you're bored, you're all alone, and you're just knocking the ball around and you keep doing these things with a table tennis racket. He was using that cricket bat like a table tennis racket today. And these are serious bowlers. Siddharth Kaul has had two outstanding years in the IPL. He's just been picked for India. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has just delivered some great end overs. He hit him for 26 in the last 5.
Yeah, for some reason as an RCB fan, I felt I wish this man was in our team in the last game. Rishabh Pant was brilliant. Just look at those bowling figures.
That path. Look at Bhuvneshwar Kumar 4 overs 51, Siddharth Kaul 4 overs 48. That's two top bowlers 99. Zach, there is a theory that across 14 games you will go for runs 2 or 3 games.
Absolutely, I think in this format it's not easy to do well so consistently in the bowling department. So yes, Sunrisers Hyderabad did have an off day, but I think it's just the special talent of Rishabh Pant. I think he's been having a fantastic IPL, and rightly so. He's the deserving orange cap holder here right now. I think he's proving to be having a great season. I think we all know that he's got some special talent, and it's very important for Indian cricket as well. That this kid flourishes. I think he's the right kind of answer to that lower middle order kind of spot where his power, just the sheer power which he has, he's going to be a serious threat. I think if he continues to be like this, that's why he's been getting opportunities so early in his career with the Indian team as well. And this season he's proving to be the right holder of that kind of claim in the Indian side as well.
I mean, what was he doing? That 4 of 4 from 7 balls, strike rate about 40, just over 50. No, seriously. Seriously, look at all those scores. Look at those numbers and see the strike rates. You know what happens when you see numbers like this? You start to get immune. You think, it's okay. 128 of 63. And to think it wasn't that long ago that Zach and me were watching him in the West Indies and he looked like a primary school kid who by mistake was giving an intermediate exam. He was looking lost. He could not get a ball out of the 30-yard circle, and we thought, oops, is this guy just sort of one season wonder or whatever?
And today he can't keep it inside there. I actually want to ask you this question. You spoke about SRH bowlers having an off day. How much of an innings like this is because of the bowlers having an off day or just because the batsman's having a great day?
No, I think it's just the brilliance with the bat. The wicket looked difficult to bat on. I think 160, 165 would have been a decent total on this track.
Correct. But I think 167 and you said 155. So correct.
But I think DD has done well. I think to get to this total, I think halfway mark the game is surely going to be DD's. SRH, we all know that 180 plus targets, they've been bit susceptible to chase down those kind of totals. It will be a good challenge for SRH as well on this kind of track to get to 180 plus and win the match, because that will boost their confidence for sure. But looks like it's going to be a DD's game because this wicket didn't look that easy. Rishabh Pant made it look easy, but I think one person needs to play a special innings to get this kind of.
I also think what he did was because of the way he was bowling, he made the bowlers' plans change, and so they started reacting to what he was doing, which is what every batsman wants to do. But I'm just looking, what Zach is saying is absolutely right. Take away Rishabh Pant. What have you got today? 9, 11, 3, 24. That is also Harshal Patel just swinging his bat around.
That was quite a surprise. No, all
9,
of us were like,
0. So nobody else.
2 runouts. This was like gangs of Wasepur. Sabka badla liya aaj Rishabh Pant ne.
I think those 2 runouts actually helped him.
Yeah.
You see how frustrated he was when Harshal Patel got out. And I think he just kind of took out all that frustration and anger. He started taking it out on the cricket ball. And,
good. I mean,
and it
good
certainly
aggression.
worked for him.
Yeah. You know, another person that we should talk about is Rashid Khan. Today he wasn't probably as effective as he usually is. And if we actually look at the numbers, right-handers and left-handers, it's like a different person. It's almost like he's Kigzo and there are 2 different personalities. Take a look at that. You know, I'll ask you, Zach, is there something he can do to change that around?
Well, he'll have to figure it out. As a bowler, it's always a challenge. You know that battle is always on between bat and ball, and Chris Gayle actually started it. You know,
Yes.
Chris Gayle put some pressure on him, and Rishabh Pant also, like, you know, is you got to have that ability. You know, yes, these numbers are showing this way right now, but you know, as a batsman, you got to have ability to that kind of ability to take on likes of Rashid Khan.
You know what? How was Anil against left-handers? I'm just trying to think loud because he is a predominantly googly bowler, Rashid Khan, much like Piyush Chawla. Because of the high action, he does turn the leg break, which is a very, very good ball. So you would have thought he might be good against left-handers because he's actually getting the ball to leave them also.
But you, as a bowler, you got to figure it out. I'm sure, you know, it's not easy for a leg spinner to bowl to left-hander because they have that advantage. And important thing to play out a leg spinner or a wrist spinner is to watch the ball closely from the hand, and that's something, you know, which always gives them a slight advantage. But here in Rashid Khan's case, I think these kind of experiences will evolve him as a bowler. Because you know, so far he's not experienced these kind of scenarios, and now, you know, people are putting pressure on him, and that's how the game goes. I think, you know, people are going to figure you out. Overall, if you see in this IPL, the wrist spinners' numbers and their economy rates have started going on the higher side now.
Yeah.
Because most of the batsmen also know that this is what they're dealing with in the middle overs. So how can they counter that? And they are coming up with answers. So now the bowlers, the wrist spinners, has to stay in the game and come up with answers.
You know, I keep telling all these silly people, a lot of silly people around the world think T20 is just go close your eyes, swing. It's not cricket. No, you see, the tactics evolve all the time. 2 seasons, wrist spinners will bowl very well. The batsmen learn and they come and they make their move. Then the bowlers see what the batsmen are doing. The bowlers will come up with a knuckle ball. Yesterday we saw a bowler bowl the knuckle ball and turn his wrist at the last minute. And so you got another little variation coming. So every season we are seeing bowlers reacting to batsmen, batsmen reacting to bowlers. So maybe with Rashid as well, maybe he's so happy with that slightly off stump line, we can turn it away, get it in to the right-hander, that maybe he's struggling with a line for the left-handers. Maybe. But as he said, he's such a good bowler, he'll learn from that and come back a better bowler.
Yeah, but I think every magician has a trick, and usually tricks are found.
I found you playing some tricks on Instagram today.
On Instagram, yeah. We pulled a rabbit out of nowhere. You know, wait, let's talk a little bit about SRH. Good time for them to sort of have a bad time?
If you have to lose a game, this is not a bad time. Because you will realize that if you turn up, if you're not there 100% for the game, you can lose. Having said that, you don't want with 4 games left to start getting into a pattern and people saying, oops, you know what, these guys can be beaten and the aura just goes away. I mean, I remember once, many years ago, IPL 1, Mumbai Indians beat Rajasthan Royals. That time Mumbai Indians were not beating anybody. They beat Rajasthan Royals and Shane Warne said, we got to kick up the backside, mate, just as well we got it now, then later in the tournament. So I guess it can work both ways. But if you remember what happened in the Kings 11 game, Ashwin won the toss and he said, let's see how they chase a big score.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks Sunrisers is a 150, 160 team. Let's make 180, 185 and see what they do.
Then see what happens. Do you think they're going to be able to, chase that down today?
It's going to be a difficult chase. I think the only way they will be able to chase down this kind of total is someone batting through the innings.
Which reminds me, let's just pull that batting order up. There it is. Who do you think has to do the job, Zach, right from the top?
Well, I think Shikhar, Alex Hales needs to provide that good start, and you've seen with the strike rates of the Delhi batsmen also. Initially, it was not easy to get away with a flying start. So that's something which Sunrisers will have to be watchful of. Wickets in hand is going to be the key. This is not a sort of wicket which you can just go and start playing your shot. So you got to understand how the wicket is playing and then take on the bowlers. which you've seen from Rishabh Pant as well. But I think key to win this kind of match on this kind of track, which is not really offering you much in terms of ball coming onto the bat, the key is someone playing a big knock.
Do you think that big knock?
I'm trying to look down that list and see who's a Rishabh Pant in that team.
I was just about to ask if Manish Pandey could pull that off.
Alex Hales has done it, but in different conditions. Alex Hales in England has a strike rate about 185, 190 over a season. But on this track, I don't know if Alex Hales is the right person. So maybe Manish Pandey. I don't know. I don't see that.
I think Kane Williamson, because if you look at it, that 185. Delhi got off to a slow start and then managed to get 185. So yes, they accelerated the innings so nicely
they were 20
at the back end of the innings. SRH has got the opportunity now to do it from the beginning. I think if they manage to do it from the beginning, then they will be able to.
Rajasthan recently chased on 150 runs. Nearly did. Correct. So it's definitely a good batting surface. What would you tell someone like a Manish Pandey in a situation like this, where you're already somewhere qualified, you don't have too much to lose? What do you tell him?
Well, you're as good as your last game, and if you're in out of form, not having a great season, you have to walk in with that belief that today is going to be my day. And it takes only one innings. It takes only one innings for a batsman, and it takes only one spell for a bowler to get that confidence. And tonight might be his night.
What do you think, Harsha sir?
Well, I'd like him to play like that, because I like Manish Pandey as a batsman very much.
Okay.
When he was a young man, until recently, he was finishing games. When he gets in, he bats all the way through to the end. The other reason is, if Manish Pandey bats well today, Sunrisers bat well today, we've got a really good cricket match. And that is what you want eventually. Also, I think, and it might be a cruel thing to say, Srivats Goswami at 7 actually lengthens the batting. Because Saha is an outstanding keeper, but he struggled with the bat over here. So if, as Zach says, they can keep wickets and let Yusuf Pathan and all these guys go free at the end, then they've got a good chance. Right, Shikhar, I really want to see Shikhar take a leadership position today and start the report.
Backed right through. So SRH has a few things to figure. Before we go and watch the game, quick question: do you think they're going to be able to chase this down?
I don't think so. I think Delhi is in with a chance. Probably Nadeem will open the bowling for Delhi and bowl probably 2 overs in the power play, the 2 or 3 max. I think in the power play, the wicket has enough to offer for spin bowling, and that's something which is just kind of making me tilt more towards the Delhi side. The momentum is also being created. This kind of inning just kind of uplifts the whole team. So I think Delhi is in with a chance.
What about you? If you ask a simple person yes or no, they will say yes. If you ask the expert, not only will he say yes or no, he will then give you a long answer on why it should be no and who will bowl when and where that ball will go, and therefore what will happen.
That's why he's the expert.
It's not an easy wicket to bat on.
But you see, you ask the same question to a commentator, he'll tell about the expert and not talk about his own answer.
Well, God, Danish, you're getting used to being there. Getting used to being there. I think they'll struggle. I'll be surprised if they make it.
Okay, great. So they've given their opinions. We'll come back after 90 minutes and discuss what happens when SRH try and chase that total down set for them by Delhi Daredevils.